to be delayed by unnecessary offenses. There is a truth that many people struggle to accept, yet it is one of the most powerful keys to living a life free from anger and frustration. Forgiveness is for your peace, not their benefit. Too often we hold on to offenses, thinking that our bitterness somehow punishes the person who wronged us. We replay the hurt in our minds, relive the pain, and allow resentment to take root in our hearts. But let me tell you something. The person who suffers the most from unforgiveness is not the offender, it is you. When someone wrongs you, the natural reaction is to hold on to the offense. You feel justified in your anger because what they did was unfair, disrespectful, or even cruel. You tell yourself that they don't deserve your forgiveness, or maybe they don't. But here is what you need to understand. Forgiveness is not about them. It is about you. It is about protecting your peace, freeing your heart, and refusing to let the actions of others control your emotions. Many people walk through life carrying the weight of past offenses. They are angry at their parents for what they did or did not do. They are bitter toward an old friend who betrayed them. They are still holding on to words spoken years ago, and yet the people who hurt them have moved on while they remain prisoners of their own resentment. The truth is, unforgiveness does not trap the person who hurt you. It traps you. It keeps you tied to the pain, locked in the past, and unable to fully embrace your future. Think about it this way. Carrying unforgiveness is like walking around with a heavy backpack filled with rocks. Every time someone offends you, you pick up another rock and place it in your bag. At first, it may not seem like a big deal, but over time, the weight becomes unbearable. And the sad part, the person who offended you is not the one carrying the weight, you are. While you struggle under the burden of resentment, they are going about their lives, unaware of the pain you are holding on to. But here is the good news. You have the power to put the backpack down. You have the choice to let go of the weight and walk in freedom. Some people believe that forgiving means excusing what was done to them. But forgiveness is not saying that what happened was right. It is not pretending that the pain wasn't real. It is simply deciding that you will no longer allow that pain to control you. Forgiveness is not about forgetting, it is about releasing. It is about saying, I choose peace over pain. I choose my future over my past. I choose freedom over bitterness. Now, I know that forgiveness is not always easy. Some offenses cut deep, some wounds take time to heal. But let me remind you of this. Holding on to forgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. It does nothing to them, but it destroys you from the inside. It steals your joy, poisons your relationships, and keeps you bound to the very thing you want to escape. And let's be honest, people will hurt you. That is a guarantee. Friends will disappoint you. Family members will let you down. Strangers will treat you unfairly. But you must decide in advance that nothing and no one is worth your peace. Forgiveness is not about them asking for it. It is not about them deserving it. It is about you deciding that you will not allow bitterness to take root in your heart. Imagine waking up every day with a heart that is free from anger, free from grudges, free from the burden of past hurts. Imagine living a life where no offense can hold you captive, where no betrayal can steal your joy. That kind of life is possible when you understand that forgiveness is the key to true peace. So today I challenge you, release the weight, let go of the grudge, choose to forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to be free. Every day we are surrounded by negativity. It comes in different forms: criticism, conflicts, disappointments, and even unexpected challenges. People will say things that discourage you. Situations will arise that frustrate you. Circumstances will not always go your way. But here's what you must understand. You do not have to waste your energy on negativity. Too many people allow distractions to pull them away from their purpose. They get caught up in petty arguments, consumed by the opinions of others, and drained by things that do not add value to their lives. But the secret to maintaining your peace is simple. Stay focused on your purpose. Think about an eagle. When a storm comes, other birds panic and try to find shelter, but not the eagle. It spreads its wings and uses the storm to rise higher. The wind that others fear is the same wind that lifts the eagle above the chaos. And that is how you must live your life. Challenges will come. People will talk. Disappointments will happen. But instead of getting distracted, instead of engaging in every argument or reacting to every offense, you must rise above it. Do not allow anything to pull you down from your place of purpose. Many people are exhausted, not because life is hard, but because they are fighting battles that are not worth their time. They argue with people who will never change. They try to prove themselves to those who will never appreciate them. They position themselves to defend their agendas. They spend their energy worrying about what others think instead of focusing on what truly matters. But let me ask you, if something does not help you grow, if it does not bring peace to your life, if it does not align with your destiny, why give it your energy? Not everything deserves your attention. Not every insult needs a response. Not every conflict requires your involvement. If someone is negative, let them be negative. If someone is trying to provoke you, let them talk. If someone is spreading lies about you, keep walking. Your purpose is too important to be delayed by distractions. Imagine a runner in a race. The moment they start looking at the people in the crowd or arguing with other runners, they lose focus and slow down. The same happens in life. The more you focus on negativity, the more distracted you become. And the more distracted you become, the further you move away from where you are meant to be. But when you learn to ignore the noise, when you learn to stay locked in on your goals, nothing and no one can stop you. Now, I'm not saying that challenges will disappear. People will still misunderstand you. Problems will still arise. But when you develop the discipline to focus on your purpose, you will not be easily shaken. Instead of reacting emotionally, you will respond with wisdom. Instead of engaging in unnecessary battles, you will choose to walk away. Instead of wasting time on things that do not matter, you will invest your energy in things that push you forward. Too many people allow their emotions to dictate their decisions. They hear one negative comment and suddenly their entire day is ruined. They experience one setback and they feel like giving up. But you must remember, your emotions should follow your purpose, not the other way around. Your peace is too valuable to be placed in the hands of negative people. Your energy is too precious to be wasted on things that do not contribute to your growth. You must learn the power of silence. Not every battle is worth fighting. Not every situation deserves a reaction. Sometimes the strongest move is to walk away. And sometimes the greatest proof of wisdom is the ability to remain calm in the face of provocation. So I ask you today, where is your energy going? Are you wasting it on negativity or are you investing it in your purpose? Are you reacting to distractions or are you focused on what truly matters? Your future depends on your ability to stay focused. During the present conflict, do not let anything or anyone pull you away from your destiny. Walk in wisdom, guard your peace, and keep your eyes on your purpose. Because when you do, nothing will be able to stop you. Life is too short to be spent in frustration. Too many people wake up every day carrying the weight of yesterday, offenses, disappointments, and conflicts that should have been left behind. They allow their peace to be stolen by things they cannot control, by people who do not matter, and by situations that have already passed. But there comes a time when you must make a decision. I will not let anything steal my joy. You have to decide that your happiness is too valuable to be placed in the hands of people, circumstances, or temporary challenges. Happiness is not something you wait for. It is something you choose. If you keep waiting for everything to be perfect before you allow yourself to be happy, you will be waiting forever. There will always be challenges. There will always be difficult people. There will always be things that try to frustrate you. But when you decide that nothing and no one will have the power to control your joy, you will walk through life with a new kind of freedom. Too often we allow small things to rob us of our peace. Someone cuts us off in traffic and we carry that frustration all day. A coworker makes a rude comment and we replay it over and over in our minds. A family member disappoints us and we allow it to affect our entire mood. But let me ask you, why give that much power to people and situations? Why allow something so small to dictate your happiness? If you can learn to let things go quickly, you will discover how much lighter life feels. There are people who are always looking for something to be upset about. If it is not one thing, it is another. They complain about the weather, they complain about their jobs, they complain about people. And the problem is not that life is unfair. The problem is their perspective. Because the truth is, no matter how difficult life gets, there is always something to be grateful for. The key is learning to focus on what is good instead of dwelling on what is bad. Gratitude is one of the greatest weapons against frustration. When you learn to count your blessings instead of your burdens, your entire outlook on life changes. Instead of focusing on who hurt you, focus on the people who love you. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, focus on what is going right. Instead of being upset about what you don't have, be thankful for what you have. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is missing to what is present. And that shift is the difference between a life of joy and a life of frustration. Some people spend their entire lives chasing happiness. They think, if I can just get this promotion, then I will be happy. If I can just buy this house, then I will be happy. If I can just find the right person, then I will be happy. But true happiness does not come from things. It comes from within, because the moment you tie your happiness to external conditions, you will always be at the mercy of things you cannot control. But when your joy comes from within, nothing outside of you can take it away. Think about a tree planted by a river. No matter how hot the sun gets, no matter how dry the land becomes, that tree remains strong, because its roots are connected to a constant source of nourishment. That is how your joy should be, rooted in something deeper than circumstances. Rooted in peace, in gratitude, in purpose. Because when your joy comes from within, no storm, no criticism, and no setback can take it away. Let me challenge you today. Stop allowing temporary things to steal your permanent joy. Make up your mind that you will not let people's words affect you, that you will not let small inconveniences frustrate you, and that you will not let uncontrollable situations determine your mood. When you learn to master your emotions, you will walk in a level of peace that few people ever experience. Imagine waking up every day with an unshakable sense of peace, where nothing disturbs you, nothing moves you, and nothing robs you of your joy. That kind of life is possible when you make the decision to take control of your happiness. So starting today, refuse to be frustrated by small things, refuse to be controlled by circumstances, and refuse to let anything or anyone steal your joy, because your peace is far too valuable to give away. As we come to the end of this journey together, I want to leave you with a powerful reminder. You hold the keys to your peace and joy. No one can take them from you unless you give them away. The choice to live free from anger, frustration, and bitterness is yours, and it starts with a decision to focus on your purpose, to forgive, to rise above negativity, and to protect your happiness. Remember, the storms of life will come, but you have the power to rise above them, just like the eagle. Take control of your emotions, let go of past hurts, and embrace the peace that is waiting for you. Your worth is not defined by the opinions of others. And your happiness is not dependent on circumstances. You are equipped to handle whatever comes your way with strength, wisdom, and grace. I encourage you to go forward with a renewed sense of purpose, a heart full of peace, and a spirit unshaken by the world around you. Keep your focus on what matters and know that you are more than capable of living the life you were destined